Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to another epic video here on the channel. Today, we're going on a trip around the United States, the land of Uncle Sam, giant pizzas, and burgers you can't get at your local joint. Get your passports ready, because we're going to explore 20 places you have to see before you kick the bucket. That's right, I've prepared a foolproof guide so you don't miss any of the amazing things the United States of America has to offer. We'll have a little bit of everything. Cities that never sleep, jaw-dropping landscapes, mind-boggling history, culture for all tastes, and of course, lots of delicious food. So, hit that awesome like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so YouTube can let you know about our new adventures. Let's get this adventure started. Let's start our journey in the city that never sleeps, the legendary New York City. Seriously guys, this city is a whirlwind of things to see and do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And because we don't want to waste any time, let's go straight to the most iconic landmarks. First up, the Statue of Liberty, the ultimate symbol of American democracy. And let's be honest, one giant statue. It's worth taking the ferry to see it up close and snap that classic photo. Next, let's head to Central Park, a green oasis in the middle of the concrete jungle. Perfect for relaxing, having a picnic, riding a bike, or just enjoying the vibe. And at night, the must-see spot is Times Square, with its bright lights, Broadway theaters, and contagious energy. From the East Coast, we're flying over to the West Coast, touching down in sunny Los Angeles, the city of movies, stars, and glamour. Get ready to take pictures with celebrities, or at least with their copies on the Walk of Fame. And speaking of stars, let's go to Hollywood. Visit the Dolby Theater, where the Oscars are held. Put your hands and feet on the handprints of famous people at the Chinese theater. And who knows, maybe even run into a famous artist. But LA is not just Hollywood, right? The beach vibe is also strong here. Venice Beach, with its street artists, skaters, and super cool atmosphere, is a must-see. And to end the day on a high note, nothing like enjoying the sunset from the top of Griffith Observatory with a spectacular view of the city. What's up, everyone? We've arrived in Las Vegas, Sin City. It's like a giant amusement park for grown-ups. You walk down the strip and it feels like you're in a movie. Replicas of the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, pyramids, giant dancing fountains. It's all so crazy. You'll be like, what is going on? Luxury hotels, incredible pools, celebrity chef restaurants, and of course, the casinos. Get your wallets ready because the temptation here is huge. And just when you think you've seen it all, Las Vegas surprises you with the shows. Magic, Cirque du Soleil, concerts by famous artists. If you come to Vegas, get ready to live a unique and unforgettable experience. Get ready, because we're headed to Orlando, the theme park capital of the world. Seriously, this place is like a dream come true. And when I say magic, you know what I'm talking about, right? Disney World. There are 4 amazing theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. There's also a lot of cool stuff for adults, like Universal Studios. Orlando also has tons of shopping, restaurants, and nightlife. What's up, everyone? Let's go to San Francisco, a charming city full of culture. Get ready for breathtaking landscapes and the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate is simply spectacular. Day or night, it's impressive. Discover Alcatraz, the famous prison that is now a museum. Stroll along Fisherman's Wharf and try the fresh seafood. And don't forget to take a ride on the cable cars. What's up, everyone? We've arrived in Miami, the city that never sleeps. Or rather, the city that never leaves the beach. Get ready to step onto the white sand and dive into the crystal clear waters of South Beach. This city is a cultural melting pot with a strong Latin influence, especially Cuban. And speaking of energy, Miami's nightlife is legendary. Miami also offers a variety of bars, restaurants, and theaters for everyone. Try the Cuban delicacies, like the famous Cuban sandwich and the tasty empanadas. Hey everyone, we've arrived in the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., a city that breathes history and power. Get ready for an immersion in the past and present of the world's biggest superpower. Here, we really feel like we're in a spy movie. Seriously. In Washington, you'll find iconic monuments that have marked the history of the US and the world. The White House, symbol of the American presidency, is a must-see. Imagine taking that selfie with the most famous home in the world, huh? But be careful not to run into Biden there. Just kidding, guys. Or not. And speaking of important monuments, we can't forget the Lincoln Memorial, a moving tribute to President Abraham Lincoln, and the Jefferson Memorial, dedicated to Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States. It's enough to give you goosebumps, folks. The grandeur of these monuments is impressive. And if you're into history and culture, get ready to spend hours exploring the amazing museums of Washington, D.C. The Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History is one of my favorites, with fascinating exhibits about the natural history of the planet. And the best part, admission is free. That's right, folks, accessible culture for everyone. Hey everyone, we've arrived in Chicago, the Windy City, home to skyscrapers, and believe it or not, a giant bean. You heard that right. But don't worry, we'll talk about this peculiar work of art in a bit. Chicago is famous for its stunning architecture, with buildings that seem to touch the sky. One of the city's most iconic landmarks is the Willis Tower, or as many still call it, the Sears Tower. From the top of its 108 floors, the panoramic view of Chicago is simply breathtaking. It's worth facing the height, guys. Speaking of incredible views, get your cameras ready to capture the Cloud Gate, also known as the Bean, the giant bean. This mirrored sculpture in Millennium Park is simply mesmerizing. It reflects the sky and the cityscape around it, creating an amazing visual effect. It's enough to leave anyone speechless. And for those who enjoy art and culture, Chicago offers countless museums, theaters, and art galleries. The Art Institute of Chicago is one of the most renowned art museums in the United States, with works by masters like Monet, Van Gogh, and Picasso. It's a must-see, everyone. What's up, everyone? We've made it to number 9 on our list, and get ready for a cultural immersion in New Orleans, Louisiana. This city is a melting pot of cultures, with a rich history and a unique atmosphere. Seriously, folks, it's like stepping back in time as you walk the streets of the French Quarter, with its French and Spanish colonial buildings, cast-iron balconies, and a vibrant energy that pulsates day and night. And speaking of energy, New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz. Get ready to hear live music on every corner, from traditional bands to contemporary artists. And we can't forget about the food. In New Orleans, you'll experience intense and remarkable flavors like jambalaya, gumbo, and the delicious beignets. But without a doubt, the highlight of the New Orleans experience is Mardi Gras. The most lively and colorful party in the world takes over the streets with grand parades, extravagant costumes, and lots of music and dancing. It's an unforgettable experience that you need to experience at least once in your life. So, put New Orleans on your bucket list because this city will win you over with its history, culture, and contagious joy. Hey everyone, we've arrived in Seattle, the lively city in the Pacific Northwest, coming in at number 11 on our list. Get ready for breathtaking scenery, with impressive mountains, sparkling waters, and a modern and welcoming atmosphere. Start your journey at the top of the Space Needle, Seattle's futuristic icon, and take in spectacular views of the city, Puget Sound, and the Olympic Mountains. Afterwards, explore Pike Place Market, one of the oldest public markets in the United States, and enjoy fresh produce, seafood, colorful flowers, and local crafts. Seattle is also known for its vibrant music scene, the birthplace of grunge, and home to renowned artists like Jimi Hendrix. Visit the Museum of Pop Culture, Mopop, and delve into the history of popular music with interactive and memorable exhibits. And we can't forget about the coffee. Seattle is famous for its coffee culture, so be sure to try a specialty coffee at one of the city's many independent coffee shops. With its vibrant atmosphere, stunning scenery, and an exciting cultural scene, Seattle will win you over. Hey everyone, we've arrived in Boston, a city that breathes American history. You know, like, you walk the streets and breathe in the American Revolution, it's really wild. A must-see stop here is the Freedom Trail, a red brick path that takes you through the main historical points of the city. And we can't forget Harvard, right? The oldest university in the US is here in Boston. And to end the fun in Boston, how about watching a baseball game at Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox? Let's head to San Diego, the oldest city in California. It's a paradise for those who love beaches, parks, and believe it or not, pandas. You heard that right. Pandas. The San Diego Zoo is one of the most complete zoos in the world and is home to these cute animals that are the stars of the park. But San Diego is not just about pandas. The beaches here are breathtaking, with crystal clear water and white sand. The most famous are Coronado Beach, with its luxurious hotels, and La Jolla Cove, where you can swim with sea lions. It's pure excitement. And speaking of amazing places, get ready to experience Balboa Park, a giant complex with 16 museums, theaters, lush gardens, and even a vintage carousel. There's so much to see and do that you'll need a whole day just to explore this park. And to end the day on a high note, there's nothing better than enjoying the sunset at Sunset Cliffs, a magical place with a privileged view of the Pacific Ocean. Seriously, folks, San Diego is a complete destination that will win you over. Hey everyone! We've arrived in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American independence and home to one of the most important symbols of freedom, the Liberty Bell. Visiting Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed, is like stepping back in time and feeling the emotion of the Founding Fathers. And speaking of history, we can't forget Eastern State Penitentiary, a former prison that once housed the famous gangster Al Capone. Today, the prison is a super interesting museum that tells the story of the American prison system. It's worth a visit. And for those who love art, the Philadelphia Museum of Art is a must-see. With a rich collection, the museum houses works by Van Gogh, Picasso, Monet, and many other geniuses of painting. And the best part, admission is free on Wednesday nights. And of course, we couldn't forget Rocky Balboa, right? Running up the museum stairs like he does in the movie has become a tradition among tourists. And at the top of the stairs, you'll find a statue of Rocky to take that epic photo. We've arrived in Denver, Colorado, the city that takes you straight to the Alps, but the American version. Just kidding. It's the Rocky Mountains, but the impressive vibe is the same. Denver is like one of those adventurous friends, you know? Loves a good hike, a camping trip, but also enjoys a museum and a craft beer. Let's start our adventure. Check out the Denver Art Museum. And inside, they have everything: indigenous, European, Asian art. After appreciating the art, let's go on an adventure in the Rocky Mountains. Hey there, Atlanta! If you, like me, thought Atlanta was just the city from Stranger Things, get ready to be surprised. This city is a mix of history, culture, and Coca-Cola. Yep, the most famous drink in the world was born right here. And let me warn you, get ready for a ton of information and a lot of excitement. First, let's dive into the Georgia Aquarium, one of the largest aquariums in the world. There's so much sea life together that you'll swear you're in Finding Nemo. Seriously, there's even a whale shark. If I were you, I'd get that selfie mode ready on your phone because the likes are going to explode. Speaking of explosions, Atlanta was also the stage for a historic moment, the 1996 Olympics. At Centennial Olympic Park, you can relive this moment of glory and still enjoy a super cool park with fountains, lots of greenery, and space to relax. But let's get to what matters. Coca-Cola. At the World of Coca-Cola, you'll discover all the secrets of the world's most famous drink, from its creation to the most iconic commercials. And the best part, in the end, there's even a free tasting. Get ready to experience Coca-Cola from all corners of the globe. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, guys, the problem here is deciding what to do first in this city that's a real amusement park for all ages. Houston is huge, vibrant, and full of attractions, from NASA to incredible museums and, of course, lots of delicious food. Starting our space journey, get ready for a trip to Space Center Houston, the official visitor center of NASA. It's a lot of excitement, folks. You'll see real rockets up close, train like an astronaut, and even touch a moon rock. It's mind-blowing. And speaking of big heads, at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, you'll come face to face with Sue, the most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex ever found. It's a lot of history, literally, and the museum doesn't stop there. There are exhibitions about ancient Egypt, dinosaurs, marine life. It's a deep dive into knowledge. But enough learning, let's eat. And in Houston, Tex-Mex cuisine is the way to go. Tacos, burritos, nachos, all with lots of cheese, guacamole, and that spicy flavor that only Mexicans know how to make. Get ready to roll out of there. You'll be so full. We've arrived in Dallas, Texas, A vibrant city full of history and modernity. Let's go to the 6th floor museum where John F. Kennedy was assassinated. A powerful museum that transports you back in time. To relax, visit the Dallas Arboretum, a beautiful botanical garden, perfect for photos. And to finish, the 360-degree view from Reunion Tower. Seeing the illuminated buildings is amazing. See you in the next chapter. We've arrived at the 19th city on our list, and this time, we're landing in Austin, the capital of Texas. Hold on to your hats, because this city has a cool mix of country and modern vibes. Austin is known as the live music capital of the world. Get ready for awesome shows on every corner. But Austin is not just about music. Zilker Park is like a relaxing oasis right in the middle of the city. And speaking of cool things, you have to visit the Texas State Capitol. This grand building is a major landmark of the city. Austin is a lively city with contagious energy and super welcoming people. We've arrived at our last stop, everyone. Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital of the world. Get your boots and cowboy hats ready, because here we dance closely and sing along. First mandatory stop is the Grand Ole Opry, an iconic country music stage. And don't forget to visit the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. Nashville has a super diverse music scene, and experience the local cuisine like the fried chicken and barbecue. Nashville wins you over through your stomach and your heart. So, did you enjoy our list? That gave you a taste of the United States, right? Tell us in the comments which of these places would be at the top of your list. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any adventures. See you next time.